Kobe Bryant is expected to miss 6 weeks. That's because he has a fracture in his left knee. Today, an MRI exam revealed that Bryant actually played for a half against the Grizzlies on Tuesday with a fracture in the knee. Of course, Kobe just returned from a torn Achilles injury. The Lakers are 2-4 since his return. ESPN NBA analyst Bruce Bowen joining us now. What's your reaction to the news?
I'm surprised. I feel like I'm part of the Lakers right now as far as a player of the magnitude of Kobe Bryant. We know that he's worked so hard to get back to even right now. He's coming back off that Achilles injury, and the fact that now you have something else to deal with, it's really a blow to the Lakers. The magnitude of the blow is this. You don't have anybody else that can create quite the controversies on the floor. And what I mean by that is double teams. Being able to double team him at different times, he gets shots for other people. Without a player like Kobe on the floor, it's going to be harder for Pau Gasol. It's going to be harder for all the other players that are there right now trying to make an impact for the Lakers.
So he has a break in his left knee. When you hear this news and you know if you're a teammate of his, what are you thinking right now?
I feel bad for him because as a player, you understand that this isn't something you just take some ice to or you just take a couple of days off. He needs time to heal the bone, and who knows why this has happened. Sometimes stress reactions on different parts of the body take place when you're dealing with other injuries and coming back from other things. So it's a blow for the Lakers as far as all the things he's meant to the organization. There's a lot of people that are going to have a lot of different things to say about this, but in reality, he is much older now. He has a lot of years on his body. 18 years in the NBA is not the same as a guy playing 10 years at a high level. He's been doing it since he came out of high school. So other than that year where he had time to kind of get into the NBA, he's been logging a lot of minutes. And it seems like Father Time, who is victorious against everyone, is looking at Kobe right now.
He's come back, played in 6 games, makes a dramatic, miraculous comeback off this torn Achilles. What were you seeing out of him in those 6 games he's been out back on the court?
The fact that he's going through training camp. Right now is his training camp. And, what we see in training camp is the mistakes. We see the turnovers because you're not sharp. He didn't have a chance to play with everyone during the course of training camp when everyone else started. So he was doing that on the fly. But because he's a talented ball player, he's an all-star and a former league MVP, he's able to do things like that. Not everyone can do what Kobe has accomplished. I mean, the fact that he has all the championships as well only speaks of his greatness to the Laker organization. So for this to take place right now in a season of turmoil, we hear that the talks for Pau Gasol were terminated as far as trades were concerned. Now, Pau was able to get back to a mindset of, hey, I can just worry about playing the game. Kobe's going to get me the ball and we'll go from there. But now it's back to the drawing board. Now you get a chance to see what opportunities lies ahead for other players within the Lakers organization.
He's 35 years old. He's expected to miss 6 weeks. What are the chances he only misses 6 weeks?
Well, I think you have to, be prudent in this now. You can't come back as if you're a 25-year-old. Kobe can't do those things as he used to. He understands that he's a lot older now, and his body is taking a pounding through the rigors of the NBA. So you really have to be careful with this. You have to take your time. They have to protect their investment that they just extended as far as a 2-year contract negotiation. They've extended it. Now they have to really protect their asset now. Now you get into the realms of, hey, we don't need him to play X amount of minutes. I'm sure it's going to be a minute watch by game for Kobe because you still don't want to jeopardize anything else within this player.
What should the Lakers do right now?
Woo! That's a great question. But at the same time, it's the reality of the situation. No one's feeling sorry for the Lakers other than, GMs, you never want to see a player lose a season or lose extended time due to injury. But everyone else is going to come after the Lakers. Now it's up to these guys who feel that they're a lot better than they really are without Kobe on the floor. Now you get a chance to show what you're truly about. And it's just the makings of what you have. This is an opportunity, and the Lakers should look at it that way as far as the players that they have right now. Nick Young, Meeks, you're going to have an opportunity to shoot the ball now. You're going to have an opportunity to make an impact. Jordan Hill has been playing great basketball basketball for them right now. Let's see if they can continue to keep that momentum going as far as movement without the ball. Now, you can't think about having Kobe or isolations, things like that. They have to do it as a collective unit as far as ball movement. Get back to the Hickory days, but the blind picket fence and the blind pig. You got to get into all those types of things now because you don't have a star like Kobe out there. You still have Powell, but now you have Powell without a point guard. The Lakers, this is definitely uncharted waters that I've ever seen from them.
Lakers 2-4 right now with Kobe back in the lineup. ESPN NBA analyst Bruce Bowen joining us here on SportsCenter.
All right, it's new here.